Hey, what's up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? Welcome to another episode. I am Gio.
And I am Bart.
It feels really good because we're not doing this at 4 in the morning, so I feel like I have a lot of energy. So excuse me if I'm talking really, really fast. I'm trying not to.
I don't think you were talking fast.
Oh, okay. I came in and I was like, hey, welcome to another... Blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
Have you ever tried listening to an audiobook at like 2 times or 3 times?
No, but I do watch YouTube videos that way.
You do? There's an option like that?
Yeah. You can make it faster. Like when I'm watching like a tutorial, I'm like, I don't want to see you do the thing really, really slowly. So I'm like, just get to it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to listen to an audiobook and then I went it up 2 times because I'm like, oh, damn, it's going to take freaking like 18 hours to finish or something like that. And I'm like, I guess it'd be better if it's 9 hours. But then I start listening to it all fast and you lose out on so much information and emphasis of like, you know, people, they, what's the word? Not punctuation, but they'll like emphasize certain words.
Their cadence.
Like, you know, when you say like, I punched that guy in the face. I punched that guy in the face. I punched that guy in the face. I punched that guy. They're all different, right?
Yeah.
So like you lose out on that because it's just.
What does this one mean? I punched that guy. Are you like now questioning their gender? I pushed that guy.
Oh, no, I would have taken it. The way I would have taken it was, you know, like they're in a room where they can't mention names. That guy. I punched that guy.
But there's the emphasis on that, not the guy. That guy.
Could be. Like, or maybe they don't want to point.
I'm saying the guy. What about the guy?
I punched that guy.
You're still emphasizing the that.
Oh,
I'm talking about the guy.
I punched that guy.
Yeah, so what does that tell you?
That could be the specific guy you're talking
Dude,
about.
I was so fucking bored as a little kid because like I didn't have any friends because I know. Because I couldn't go out. I was always like, my parents were always so strict on me. So I always spent a lot of time by myself because I had siblings, but they're just so much older than me or so much younger than me. So it was like I grew up as a young ass kid, right? So I would have a lot of conversations with myself. And like I remember having a full long conversation just using the word dude.
Like dude.
Dude, no, I'd be like, so let's try to have a conversation with dude and all the different ways you can use dude, okay? Dude.
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 Dude. Dude.
So I would do shit like that,
That's
you know?
skinny, yeah.
Or I would say it with what?
What a loser.
I would say that's the only time I ever did it.
Nah, I bet you did. You're too good at it. You did so much.
So are you.
I know, because I did too. But I did with the word fuck. I'm like, fuck.
How fucking dare you make me feel like a fucking loser?
Of course. I'm not going to tell you what I did. I'm going to just make sure.
Okay, let's go with fuck.
I'm going to make you.
Let's go with fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck?
Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's not as, I don't know. Did it work?
I mean, I was the only child, so I did like most of my time. I remember just sitting in front of the mirror and just making weird faces and talking to myself. And I think that's how like maybe I got good for like character acting for like the early JK days, because I've just been like fucking around and playing around and like mimicking my mom, and like I can do not only accents in English, I can do it in Chinese too.
Wait, you can do accents in Chinese?
So like, for example, you know how like if you're really good at Spanish, you could probably do the Puerto Rican Spanish, the Colombian Spanish. You can do like, you know, like you can mimic other Spanishes. So I can mimic someone that speaks Mandarin but lived in Taiwan.
Oh, I see.
So I can do that too, because I just heard it so much. I'm just messing around. I'm just playing around. So I can do that. And I can mimic Mandarin that's from like Northern China. Or someone that spoke Cantonese. Like I can mimic those Mandarins too.
I was never good at accents. I never even knew accents really exist. I mean, I did know because my dad had a fucking big ass accent. But yeah, it never really caught my attention too much, where I was so fascinated with it that I needed to learn it.
I just thought it was so funny. So I thought
it was funny too, but not to the point where I want to mimic it. Because my dad would say napkin.
That's pretty funny.
Or he would, instead of saying like toothpick, he'd be like, can I have a pick tooth?
A pick tooth?
Yeah. Or he would just say funny ass words, or like thrifties instead of thrifty. You know, can we want to go get some Thrifties ice cream? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe he doesn't say it in a funny way. Maybe it just sounds
Napakin's
like
pretty funny.
Like, you know, like Scarface, he has an accent, right? But it just sounds.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it
Look,
just
did you hear that accent? It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
If I wanted to learn,
I like how your voice gets all tiny. Say
hello to my little friend. Yeah,
sounds like your vocal cords are on like one string.
If I wanted to learn accents, right? What is it that I need to listen for? Is it just like a music note? Is it similar to like singing a song?
First, you have to have compassion in a heart.
Oh, fuck off.
So for me, when I do accents, it's it is kind of like a form of empathy, but not empathy in like my feelings, but my empathy in the way that you move your mouth and understanding what kind of sounds the original language makes. So for example, like, you know, when I was first learning like Vietnamese, like you understand that there's a lot of like there's like these type of accent, like there's like kind of like, you know, Chinese, there's like 4 accents, right? Like
tones,
yeah, like ma, right? So that's Mandarin, but Vietnamese and Cantonese, there's way more.
There's 14.
So like
it just sounds like you're drinking water.
I am drinking water. So like after that, then I understand that's how they talk. Then I understand what words they're used to making and sounds they're used to making. Now I change my mouth and my throat into this new machine, and now I funnel English through that machine. So a lot of it is it's through that. But then also, you know, accents, there's no such thing as a perfect accent because you don't know what people been through. You know, like there's people that are like, they're British, but then they got that one friend that's from America, or they're British, they lived in America, or they watch a lot of American TV. So there's like the textbook accent, but then there's also the textbook accent usually it sounds too cartoony because no one speaks perfectly like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's really tight.
But that's how at least how I learn. And then over a period of time when I want to really learn it, I start listening to other people talk that actually have that accent. And I go, oh, actually, there's a little bit of that there. And there's a little bit of this there.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I get it now.
I had this one classmate. He's from Vietnam. And I don't know why, but every TH was a Z. Like instead of saying that, instead of like that, it's like that. Oh. That one.
Give me that one.
Yeah. And then it'll be like, hey, that one. Yeah, and then there's also Northern Vietnamese, Southern Vietnamese. Yeah, I was like, that, yeah. And he was like, I think even when he was thinking, he would say like, instead of like, you know, when we're thinking like, I'll take a burger, you know? He was like,
you swear?
I swear to God. I remember he was trying to tell me something pretty important. Like maybe I asked him like, oh, it was on the test. Was it hard? And I think as he was explaining to me, I just started laughing because it was too funny. Like,
yeah, that's one thing I notice about you and like other comedians is you guys observe so differently than what I observe. Like you guys pick up on things that I don't even see or I don't hear. Or I don't even find funny until you guys point it out after the fact. And I'm like, oh shit, I did see that.
Yeah.
Like I was aware of that, but my mind didn't register it in the angle
in a funny way.
Yeah, in the angle that you just presented. So there's a lot of times like during JK News, if you don't know what that is, you guys check it out because we're pretty fucking funny on there. But yeah, there's times where we're on JK News and you know, whoever the host may be, they present like the screen to us and then they show us a picture of like the criminal or the victim or whatever. And then you pick up on the smallest details of like, how come they have like 20 buttons? And then as soon as like I saw it, I saw those buttons. I saw the exact same thing you saw.
But then all of a sudden you see like 20 of them all spaced together.
But then now I really see the detail that you just saw and I'm fucking dying. And I'm like, how does that even happen? Like, how does your mind see that?
I don't know. I think it's like when you're a comedian, and when you're thinking with a comedic brain, I think you wear like 20 hats at the same time. And then so it's just
Why
like...
are you winking at me? That's all cute. Yeah. At the same time.
At the same time. And then you just kind of shift the way that you're looking at things. And then it brings like so much more color to the situation.
But what are you shifting them for? What are you trying to accomplish?
I don't know if... So I think when you're trying to produce comedy, right? Like you're doing it on purpose for the sake of the laugh. So you try to shift each one, like almost like you're like doing a combination lock, like, and then when you're practicing in a stand-up comedy place, you're trying to see which one produces the greater laugh. Okay, cool, that's the laugh. Cool, I'll write that down. I'll make sure to do it like that. You know, but I think a comedian's natural mind, they're just naturally doing that, but not so calculated because they're not creating an art form that they're gonna end up hopefully selling. It's just you're just naturally like looking at things in different ways, and then those different ways just bring joy to you.
Yeah, I want to see things those ways because I can relate to what you're talking about because there's certain things that I find beautiful, right? So like if I'm looking at, we'll talk about something that we all know, right? Like makeup.
Yeah.
I already know what to look for because like I already know what it is that I'm trying to achieve, like what beauty standard I want. Whereas for, I guess, a comedian's mind, it's the same thing, right? Because they know what type of laughter they're trying to go after.
Yeah.
Like depending on the setting, if it's like an intimate setting and you kind of don't know these people, you're probably trying to just break the ice. So you're just going at like a level 3 comedy when 10 is like the fucking gut busting one.
Yeah.
You're probably trying to hit a 3 at that point. So like if I relate it in those terms, I'm like, oh shit, I can see that. Because for me, if I'm trying to hit this certain beauty standard, then I know exactly what to look for and what to extract and then what to like put back out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of similar, yeah?
Yeah, kind of. But I think like also with comedy, it's definitely an art form where you can, someone that's not funny can just get better at because it's a skill. It's literally like piano, right? Like you can not know how to play. Some people can just hear like Mary Had a Little Lamb and they just start playing it and you're like, oh shit, that's crazy.
That is.
But there's other people that are they're like pretty much tone deaf, but you can still hit as long as the piano's tuned correctly, you'll hit it. You hit the right order and you can play a song.
Yeah.
Comedy is kind of the same way where it's just an art form. And so anybody can learn how to be funny.
Yeah.
But the naturally funny person, or it's the comedian's mind, is someone that is constantly like shifting angles in their brain.
I'm only laughing because I also enjoy when people don't even know that they're being funny. And the reason why I laughed because when that thought incepted my fucking brain right now, we had friends over this weekend, David and his girlfriend being one of them. And we were watching Disney Plus. You remember we were watching Disney Plus and we were watching this one short called Bao.
Oh yeah, I love Bao.
And then Mariel, David's fiance, not even girlfriend, fiance, she started fucking roasting David without even knowing that she's roasting him. So she is just making a comment. Yeah. and David kept looking at me going, this fucking bitch, man. She keeps roasting me and she doesn't even know that she's roasting me. Because there's this one part where, so the basic of the short is it's this mom who has a son and eventually she loses her son. Not loses him because he dies, but just because he grows up and he goes and he starts his own family. And she's trying to hold on to that motherhood part of it. So she kind of develops this relationship with this Bao that she creates. Well, as this Bao starts maturing, like a regular person, he has like, so if you guys don't know what a Bao is, it's a Chinese dumpling, basically.
Like a dumpling, yeah.
Yeah. And his head is kind of shaped like Stewie from Family Guy, and he has this big ass head. And when he becomes an adolescent, he needs glasses, so he wears his rectangular glasses that looks like David before he had his eye surgery.
Oh, right.
So she was just like, "Oh, look at that! It looks like David." And it was like, "This fucking bitch, man! It fucking keeps roasting." And I was just fucking dying. Like I fucking love a person who's not even trying to be funny. They're just honesty is fucking, it cuts people, and I think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I people that don't know they're funny are sometimes the funniest.
Yeah.
Because you also know that that's just really who they are. And that's just their purest intention.
And they're not even trying to hurt you. So you don't get hurt. It's just an observation that they make. But if they knew that they were funny, like Joe's another example of that. Like he's a funny guy, and yes, he's intentional. Yeah. And when he is intentional, he's funny, but he's even more funny when he's just himself because he's so fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite things that he does on JK News that I always see him look around going like, what? Is like we're talking about a house or something, or we're talking about like, I don't know, a car. And he was like, I had a car. Because it's almost like a kid that wants to jump into a conversation. You know, everyone's talking about like their favorite bike and they're like, I got a bike. But then it doesn't add anything to the conversation. You just kind of drop it in there, and everyone's like, okay, thank you for that.
It like halts the conversation.
And then everyone's laughing, and then he's like, wait, what's so funny about me saying like I have a bike too? It's very funny.
Yeah, I wish I was more funny, like
in a comedian sense.
Yeah, I do, because I feel like you have to be fairly intelligent to find something that's typically mundane or just something that people overlook a lot, like fucking 20 buttons, you know, that's something that's very mundane. It's very ordinary. There's nothing extraordinary or significant about it for it to pop up, right? But because your mind has like the 20 hats on or whatever, you're trying to achieve, you know, making people fucking laugh, then you see that and you're like, oh shit, here's gold. You know, where like, I don't know, I don't see that sometimes. I only know how to be funny in a defensive way because like I grew up with, you know, in an environment where just people fucking clown on you. So you're either going to cry or you're going to clown back. Yeah. And that's like, I only know like the defensive, like rap battle type of shit.
Yeah. I wished I was taught English better, or maybe I wish I valued English more. Because, you know, like as a comedian, what you really are is you're a wordsmith, you know, and as I get older, I'm like, man, English is so beautiful. Just language is beautiful because it's a creative expression. You can play with it. The way that you punctuate, the way, the timing, the choice of words, it creates a different reaction. Yeah, like even like the way jokes hit.
Cadences.
Yeah, like all of that, right? It's what you emphasize. It all creates a different, it's literally like music, like every other art form is just like that. But when you're a fucking kid and you're taught, like, I don't know why they teach like this back in when I was learning. Like, if you want to learn how to play piano, they literally give you like Mozart, play this. And you're like, I don't want to play this fucking cheesy ass shit. If they would have put Scott Storch in front of me, I'm like, you probably couldn't peel me off the piano, you know? And same thing with English. When they first teach English, they go, learn these haikus. And you're like, I don't give a fuck about no fucking haikus.
What do you mean? They give you Cat in the Hat. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but you know, there's
green
like
eggs in hand, baby.
But even stuff like that, then you start dissecting it, right? Like they're like pentameters or whatever, ammeters. You know what those are?
No, that didn't affect me at all, clearly.
So like when they write those things, green eggs and ham, or like yes I am, or whatever, there's certain amount of beats in so pentameter means like there's 5 syllables, 5 beats per line. Like green eggs.
Don't mansplain me, dude.
Like green eggs and ham. So that's 4, right? So it's like da 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 da. That's how all of that is. Now that I get older, I'm like, so you've been teaching me how to rap since I was a kid?
And you didn't pay attention?
Why didn't you tell me? Because I want to be a better rapper.
Jay-Z picked up on that.
I know. But when I was a kid, I'm like, don't be fucking telling me no pentameter diameters. I'm like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
But now I'm like, oh, man, English and language, like wordsmithing is pretty tight.
It is pretty fucking tight. You know what else is tight?
What?
Our sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. All right. So I want to introduce our first sponsor, Honey. I absolutely love it. We all do online shopping, especially now more than ever because we've just been stuck at home. So we try to minimize any sort of human-to-human contact. So a lot of transactions are happening online, but what you're missing out on is the fact that you don't have Honey installed in your computer, because what Honey does, it scouts the entire website before you check out for any promo codes that you can add so that you can save money at checkout. I've used it multiple times and I freaking love it, because back in the day you would need to, so you're about to check out and then you go and you open up another tab and then you're like, okay, are there any promo codes for XYZ product that I'm about to buy? And then it takes you to this weird website that has multiple different promo codes. Then you have to copy and paste it into the first code.
Some of them are expired.
Are you even following along? Because these are all the steps that we used to take. And then you have to copy and paste it. Yes, and some of them are expired. Some of them don't work. And you have to do that multiple times until you find the one that works. If you even find one that works, you can cut all that bullshit out because Honey is doing the work for you. And it's really dope because right as you're about to check out, it tells you, hey, this thing, we're going to apply it for you. This is how much you're going to save. And it's dope. But if they don't have any promo codes, it's going to say, hey, you know what? There's no promo codes at this time. And if you want to set a notification so that the next time you're trying to shop here, we can just tell you, hey, this product went on sale. Just check this box. And it's that easy. So you're not doing any work. You don't even have to pay for this because it's a free install. You just have to go to joinhoney.com/Bell. It takes only a few seconds to install. It stays on your tool bar and you forget it. It's set it and forget it. And that's the way I love to live. So I absolutely love Honey. And trust me, you have nothing to lose. Download it, put that plugin in and forget it and start saving yourself some money. Again, that's so get it for free. That's joinhoney.com/Bell. Joinhoney.com/Bell. All right. And we are back. And yeah, the English language is beautiful, but I don't know it that well.
I know.
It's fucking hard, you know? Like I need to read more so I could be better and speak more better.
Dude, that's good.
I need to read more. I really do.
I love hearing words that like, you know, sometimes you got these feelings, right? And you're like, I don't know how to express myself. And then you hear someone use a word and you're like, oh,
that's it.
Literally is the needle that hit the word.
What the fuck?
I need to put that in there.
The needle that hit the what? Finish that.
Well, and it's like acupuncture, you know, like you can do a pressure point with your thumb or you can
I thought you were going to use something that we commonly use, you fucking guy.
Oh, no, the needle that hit the nerve. And you're like, that's exactly what I needed.
I've never had acupuncture, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine this,
I'm Mexican, baby.
I know, but
I know a lot. Thing. True, it's pretty popular.
If you have a pressure point, like let's say you have a tummy ache, so this is a go-to thing, or a headache, this is a go-to thing, like right here.
My headache.
Does it feel kind of tense?
It feels really tight.
Does it hurt at all?
Yes.
So I'm grabbing it for those of you that are listening. I'm grabbing Gio between the legs right now.
Oh yeah, squeeze it right there, right in the middle.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm grabbing her between her thumb and her index finger.
Thank you for not making fun of my thumb.
Fine. So this is where everyone can see this, and then so now this is where you.
He always makes fun of my fucking fat thumb.
Because they're cute. So this is where you would massage, right?
Yeah.
But that really nerve that you're trying to hit, because my thumb is this fat, it can't get it. So with acupuncture, they'll literally hit that nerve with a needle. And since they keep that in you in 30 minutes, when they take it out, it's like the most amount of pressure release you'll ever feel.
So it's like opening a tire thingy and just letting the air out?
Or just like being able to be laser focused with what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's almost like let's say you itch right here, right?
Yeah.
When it itches right here, imagine scratching like this versus like hitting the exact spot. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn. It does sound like you're in between my legs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never had it though. My mom had it. Like she's gotten all that shit done. But yeah, I never needed to, I guess. Or maybe I just don't take care of myself.
It's not also not cultural for you.
No, it's
so
not.
Now
a lot of shit's not culture for me, but nowadays, I still do it.
Yeah, nowadays a lot of people do it. But me growing up, that was like the go-to thing. Like before any Western medicine, like if I sprain my ankle, sprain my arm, it's always acupuncture first. And it would heal so fast. And then so like when I always saw people like sprain their ankle and they ice their ankle for like 2 weeks and they're taking pop and ibuprofens, I'm like, damn, y'all just need to just go to that weird uncle that I know and he'll hook you up. But then because of the marketing and the branding, it's weird, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah, it's weird. You walk in there and it smells fucking weird and they have all these herbs and all these animals and they have like it just everything is it's just a culture shock just in that one shop.
Yeah. But then when you go to like a Western doctor, like internal medicine, and you go like everything looks all clean in a white coat. But then technically when you sprain your ankle, they don't do jack shit.
I hate going to the like Western doctor. I just feel like you should be able to treat me then and there. Like you should have your own station, your own office that you know that you have all the tools that you need to check on me right then and there. Instead of sending me to like different other specialists where I'm like, I would prefer to the
that sounds like Kaiser.
The Eastern way. What do you mean? Well, it's the ones I've always been to, which are there's been different ones.
Yeah, they got but I guess what's cool is in that way you take out less, I guess, malpractice because there's like checks and balances. So yes, one doctor does say it's a skin problem, not that problem. So now you get to go to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist gets to do this. Okay, no, the skin is from here. So there's like a checks and balances versus like a Chinese doctor that's literally like, I could do anything. Let me hook you up. And then like, you're like, oh shit. You know?
What's been the craziest experience that you've had with Western and then an Eastern?
Eastern doctor? They're all, I've done it so much. It's pretty normalized now, but I mean, like, let's say,
but now you can refer to, you're like, whoa, that was completely opposite to what this Western doctor did or said.
So my mom used to go to this Eastern doctor pretty often. And so we're regulars there. And so if my mom goes, I go because she was like a single mom. And so I would just get done too. Because like there's even like pressure point stuff that you could do just for maintenance. So they'll like, I'll be naked, maybe with underwear on.
Oh, okay. I was like, why the fuck are you naked?
Oh, no, because I have to put pressure points. I mean, the needles all over my body. So they put like 20 needles on my back. And then they'll put like this like heat lamp thing that goes over. And then they'll set a timer. And then one time, I don't know what happened, but like my timer went off and I'm just laying there. And I have like these 20 needles on my back. And I'm like, I wonder if the doctor's going to come in because you're supposed to hear. And then so I like get off the bench with all the needles on my back. And, you know, some of those nerves stop certain muscles from moving. So I'm just like walking like all weird. And I walk out to the front. And then I'm like, hello, doctor, you can take my needles out. In your underwear? Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah. And he just comes in and just takes it off. Like, it just feels so, from a Western perspective, so unprofessional. Because at this place, he was a doctor and he also sold pagers. So it was, I think he was trying to make a pager sale at the time. So I was coming out this naked, like fucking, I don't know, like 12-year-old boy with like 20 needles on his back. And then the customer didn't even bat an eye because it's so normal.
That's what I like about certain like cultures where it's just different than Western, and whatever Western standards are, it's like they don't get offended by, they're not so picky. Yeah. Like it has its pros and its cons, right? But the pros is what I like, obviously. And I like that you can't be bothered with a lot of things. Like a 12-year-old boy walking out in his underwear, they're just like, yeah, whatever, seen it. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, I think like there's one of the differences that it could be to it, but I don't know if it is I think in like a lot of Asian cultures, maybe they just assume that the intent is good, or they just assume that's not your intent. You know, like if you come in and you go, hey, you look kind of fat. You don't go, oh, are you trying to insult me? You go, oh, okay, this guy's trying to describe my physical traits, right? But then in like in Western culture, like you like that's where fat shaming is, and like, oh my god, how dare you call me fat? Oh my god, you didn't know that triggered me.
I don't know if that was a good
that triggered me from whatever. And you know, it's like there's like a lot of these type of terms that are like that where like they're just really upfront.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really talking about that because that stuff is still hurtful, and I know a lot of friends, just personal friends, that I've had people talk to them that straight up. And they're not very soft people.
But they'll do that in the Asian culture.
Yeah, I know.
But your breath stinks.
I know. And I'm saying that for people to receive it as like not hurtful, like I don't know if that's true. I'm speaking more about etiquette, right? Yeah. So I'm talking about like if they burp at the table, most other people or Western cultures would be like, what the fuck? That's so rude. That's so disgusting. But it's like, it's way more lax. It's just lax in different ways. Never mind. It's just completely different. And I just like... okay, I don't want to say never mind. The reason why I like it is because I feel like some things that we do out here, Western cultures do, it's just very uptight.
You know what? Speaking of the difference of viewing at things, maybe that's what helped me with my comedian's mind. Is growing up like Asian, but in a Western culture. Because, you know, like just going back to your burp example, right? Like if you burped at a table and at an Olive Garden, people will get disgusted.
Hell yeah.
They'll be like, oh my God, this person has no class, right?
I think they would still get disgusted on an Asian table, no?
Well, in Asians, sometimes you burp and you're like, I cook good, don't I?
Oh, true.
Like you're like, because this guy really like, you know, put it down, like the noodles were so good. He just stuffed it, didn't even have time to even take a breath of air. And that's why the air came out. So I think growing up, it's right in my face. Like one thing can happen, but you can attach two meanings to it. Mm-hmm. And that might have helped me just constantly seeing like one neutral thing, Western perspective, Eastern perspective, you know, constantly. And then that might have already helped me shape the way that I view things. I'm like, oh yeah, like a burp technically is just a biological response, but some people think it's bad. Some people think it's good.
Yeah. And it's also stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And I also like proxemics. Like out here, we're more like, give me my 6 feet of like radius around my whole body.
Yeah.
Whereas other cultures, it's more like, come in closer. What are you saying? You know, and I like that because it's not pervy or uncomfortable. It's just different and I like it. Or like if they bump into you and stuff, out here to be like, man, what the fuck? Watch where you're going. But over there, it's like, oh shit, we're just trying to go where we're trying to go, and you don't have to say sorry to me. I don't have to say sorry to you.
That's why I think there's something to have to do with intentions, where like you just you assume people aren't trying to commit an offense on someone. Like even like car accidents in Asia, sometimes two people they crash, right? And then they'll just get out of the cars and they're like, oh, watch where you're going. You know, and they just leave. They don't go, oh, my new fucking car. Like they almost the person that like in America, like the way that people talk, it's like, I knew that you've been following me for 30 days and you saw how much this car means to me and you wanted to scratch it on purpose. Like it almost feels like that, where it's like, No, it was just two people that weren't driving very good and they fucking smashed into each other.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I do like about the I guess
Eastern Western,
like a little bit not giving a fuck and just assuming that people don't always have the worst intentions and they're always trying to come out and offend you personally.
Yeah,
and that's why I go
too.
back to the fat example where it's just them. Like your aunties will just straight up call. Oh, you
yeah,
look
but that's not. I don't think that's a good example because
Really?
I know a lot of people that are like, "The fuck, man, just let me live." Goddamn.
Oh, that's let me live is not a thing that happens in Asian cultures.
Yeah, it is. That's why you fucking have businesses that allow you to rent a fucking boyfriend or girlfriend so that you can bring them back to your family so that they're not fucking breathing down your neck. Thank you.
Well, it's that person that just can't handle the pressure.
No, it's just annoying as fuck. It's just like,
annoying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. But you know what's not annoying?
What?
Our next sponsor.
Woohoo! Shout out to our sponsor, Molecule. Molecule is reimagining the future of clean air, starting with the air purifiers. So it's not an innovation on existing technology, but a scientific breakthrough in air purification. They got this core technology called PICO, or photoelectrochemical oxidation, and it actually destroys harmful pollutants in the air like viruses, bacteria, mold, and chemicals instead of just collecting them on filters. So for someone like me who is allergic to dust,
You're very sensitive.
I'm very sensitive to dust. Like even if I took a whiff out of my dog's neck, sometimes my nose goes crazy,
Thank God you said neck.
My eyes goes crazy. And so what I love about Molecule, especially if you got pets and you got allergies like me, but you're dumb and you still want to have pets around, get yourself a Molecule.
And
so you can
right.
you just clean up the air. And what are you going to say?
And right now we're spending so much time indoors, so you need it more than ever right now.
Yeah, more than ever. And it keeps everything clean. And I mean, there's so many things in the air that you just can't see. Like there's dandruff and all that. So try to get everything clean, and you're just gonna, your sinuses and your nose is gonna feel so much better.
And it works in large rooms up to 600 square feet. So if you're thinking,
Ooh.
oh, I have a big space, Molecule won't work, don't trip, it works. And it looks super dope. It looks futuristic. Like it looks like Apple created something like this because the design is just so beautiful. So for 10% off your first air purifier order, visit Molecule, that's MOLEKULE.com, and at checkout enter BEAW10, that's BEAW 10, Molecule.com, and at checkout enter BEAW10 to get 10% off your first air purifier. And we are back. Yeah, it's just so interesting. Human interaction is just so interesting to me. And yeah, I love that you can like laugh at stuff and you can find like the different perspectives on stuff. Like a lot of the times I'm just waiting to hear what you're going to say. Really? Yeah. In what? In life or? In life. Yeah. Just in life or in situations, or like, I like when something's super fucking serious and you come in, you make it hella funny. Like, a lot of times I'm just waiting for you to say something. Why? Cause I actually like, I think it's very admirable when someone's angry and they can get mad about something. So like I want to get there, but then I'm not actually that angry of a person. So when I see you get mad, I think it gives me a reason to get mad. Wait a minute. When do I get mad? In public for shit like that? Like, I don't know. Like, when have you seen me fucking put my foot down? Like you definitely stand up for stuff more than I do. Oh, really? Like what? Like, I don't know. Like you'd be like, wait, so are they going to sit us down? And then I'm like, yeah, sit us down, motherfucker. You know? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Or like, hey, didn't they say they're going to put us in like first class? But I'm not putting my foot down with them. And I'm like, yeah, put us in first class, motherfucker. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I do get riled up a lot more. Whereas for me, I'm just kind of like, because like, you know, as much as I'm a comedian's mind, I go with the flow. There's still the 10% like, hey, how come we're still standing here? Gotcha. You know, but then when I hear that fire ignite, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Then the 10% takes over. Oh, well, I guess I'm speaking more in terms of just positive stuff. Oh. Yeah, so when the situation's too serious and it's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit, you're always in there with the comic relief, and I really like that. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's always fun. Like if we're, I don't know, if we're getting pulled over by a cop or whatever, you always find the funny. Okay, that's probably a bad example because... It's like, you know, every time like it's not true. The IRS comes knocking that you're evading taxes. That it's like you always find the funniest thing to say. No, that was a bad example because fucking cops in LA are fucking so mean to us. Never mind. But I'm just trying to. I was just trying to find a high stress environment that you're always finding the funny. That's all. If I find another one, I want to know. I'm trying. That's why I stood quiet. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But sometimes it backfires too, because like, you know, like when we were
first trying to do like sexy times, I'm just always like messing around, and that kind of was a turn off too.
Yeah, but it's because, so for me, when I like it is when it's too serious.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to not diffuse, but you're just trying to break the ice and make it feel more human in that environment.
Yeah, lighthearted.
Exactly.
Like, shake it up a little bit. It's not that bad.
Exactly. Like it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the hospital and you're like fucking in, I don't know, ICU, you'd still probably be fucking around. And I like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially my legs were cut off my body.
It'd be funny, right? Fucking hilarious.
It would be painful, but be funny though.
But fucking funny. Yeah. I'm going to make you're probably going to make even more jokes about yourself. But yeah. Fuck, what was I saying? Because I pictured you without any legs. Fuck, I hate when my brain does this.
Did you picture the spine, like a white spine still coming out like a cartoon?
What the fuck? That's so morbid. Just
picture?
Bandages and you're just clowning. So I pictured the guy from Forrest Gump. You know how like when he opens up the blankets, you see his like...
His nubs?
Yeah. I don't want to call him nubs because, you know, just his legs with bandages. But yeah, he doesn't have like from his knee down. Yeah. So that's all I was picturing. And that just threw me off. Because now I pictured you cracking jokes. It's so interesting how the mind works. My fucking head I left here for a little bit. That's why I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? Because I was just entertaining that fucking funny ass image.
That's skinny.
But yes, when it comes, there we go. We're back. But when it comes to sex and stuff, it's not awkward, or it shouldn't be awkward. So for you to start cracking jokes there when we're barely trying to set the mood is already kind of too soon. And there's no balance. Like I'm always talking about balance. So if it was too passionate, too sexy, and then you make a joke, it's still fine because it's too passionate. It's too crazy, right? I see. So now you just throw that in there and it just kind of loosens it up a little bit more and we can like giggle and laugh and stuff. But when it's only jokes and only cuny and there's no passion, there's no adult, and when we're doing sexy shit, I'm just like, yeah, let's sit this one out, buddy. Yeah. And everyone's different, right? Like maybe that's just my style. You might, not that you're ever going to go with another girl, but let's just paint this alternate universe and you are with another girl.
Is that a pretty possible alternate universe?
No, it's not at all. And you're with another girl.
Why are we painting it then?
Just to paint that people are different.
Why are you painting such beautiful paintings that I can't buy?
Oh, really? You want to buy them?
No, never.
Motherfucking shit.
You're kidding.
But yeah. So I just want balance when it comes to sexy time. If you're bringing that up, yeah. I don't always want to bash you about sex.
Sometimes I feel like the president.
I don't want to bash you about sex. The
president should just honestly be like a comedian.
No, I don't think he should be a comedian because then he might not be funny.
No, like a real comedian though.
No, but I don't think he should be a comedian because then he's going to be too cerebral with it and then he's not going to be funny. I think what makes him funny is the fact that he takes himself so seriously and he looks like a fucking clown. No. That's
what we have right now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about.
I think he knows he's funny.
No, I'm not talking about a guy that is that is so ridiculous that he comes off to funny to a certain group of people and then actually hurts a lot of people. I think it's
100% of the people find him funny.
Really? I don't think so. I think a lot of people, they get angered by our current president. Right, what I'm talking about is
they do. He angers me.
Yeah. What I'm talking about is maybe it might be good to have a president that's a comedian so that they can tell jokes to this side, tell jokes to this side, and then just kind of calm everyone down and relax everyone. And then maybe they have two vice presidents that actually know what the hell's going on. And then, because sometimes you just hear someone speak and it just feels right. It just calms you down and it just loosens things up. And you're like, oh yeah, things aren't as bad as I thought it was. And I don't know if it's like president school or something that all these fools go to, but they say things in the way that you're like, I think like more pissed off because you just said what you just said. Yeah. Instead of like me feeling better. Like I would watch old clips of like when shit happened, and like JFK would come out and he'd be like, ask not what
you can do for your country.
Not what country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And like you can just feel, man, if I was sitting in my living room listening to that, I'm like,
you're gonna rip your fucking shirt off.
Yeah, America. Like it makes me want to go across the street and go, I know you're on the opposite party, but we got to do this for a country together. Like something like that.
That's
right?
a good leader.
Yeah. But like right now,
no one is.
It's like the leader fucking comes out and then he's like
bashing everybody.
Yeah, he's literally bashing everybody. And then so like you make me you go, man, I fucking hate my neighbor. And then like you should definitely hate your neighbor.
Yeah.
Because everything that you don't like in your life is your neighbor's fault.
And this is the China virus, China.
Yeah.
Why does he say it like that?
And then so you're like, well, fuck you. Fuck you, fucking neighbor.
You hear what he was talking about? I think fucking Portland's governor, I think he was just talking shit to him. He was just saying like, you're weak, you're not good. I'm like, wait, these guys are on your team, bro.
That's what sucks right now. I don't think anybody's on anybody's team. But if we can have like imagine Jeffrey Ross, right? Like the craziest roasting motherfucker.
Wait, okay.
And he was our president.
No,
And
I can already see he's basically another Trump.
No, he's not. And he's just straight roasting where like the Democrats are like, oh.
Wait, he's roasting who?
And then the Republicans are like, oh, every time he speaks about the other side, everyone's just like, oh, you got him good. You got him good.
You just went against what you just said. You just said how you liked President Kennedy because he united people, but then you want to bring in Jeffrey Ross so that he divides people.
No, he's that. No, he's that. At that time, that's what works. But now, like, let's say I want you to meet.
No, I don't want this now. This doesn't work now. Clearly, it's not working. The divide is not working.
We're speaking like Taika. No, not now. No, not now.
Like right now, it's not working.
I know. That's what we need. And the reason why is because we have so many walls up. You know, like I got, like if I'm a Democrat, I got my Republican walls up. And so I don't even want to see what they have to say. If I'm a Republican, I got my Democrat walls up. I don't even want to see what they have to say. We need someone to just come in, you know, like the comedians, like almost protocol, especially when you're doing a room that no one knows you. You come out and you relate to people. You make fun of yourself. Then you make fun of someone in the audience. Everyone's laughing and cool. Now we're on the same page. None of us are on a high horse in this motherfucker. Not me, not you, not anyone. Let's have some fun. Like that's how I think it should be. Where in a country, Democrats, left, right, whatever, Republicans, no one's above each other. You got a guy that, all right, motherfucker.
That's how it should be.
Everyone just fucking calm down. Yes, you fucking cop over there, calm the fuck down. And you Antifa ass motherfucker, you fucking calm the fuck down. Everyone calm the motherfucker down and then chill out. First of all, everyone hold each other's hands. You know, like come out with some leadership, some command leadership. Make people fucking actually have some unity. Crack some jokes. We live in the best country in the world. Definitely doesn't feel like it. We live in the best fucking country in the world. Let's have some fun.
I think that's what Obama did.
Let's have some motherfucking fun shit.
I think that's what Obama did. And that's the reason why everyone loves him till this day. And that he's still everyone's president. Well, he was the most lax president we had. Like he showed up on SNL. Like he was doing so many cool things that I had never seen another president do, at least in my lifetime. And I haven't seen that many presidents. So maybe before him, there was even better ones, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely made the nation feel good, but then there's also people that are really into the politics that beg to differ on what his actual results and actions were.
That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about how he made people feel, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you're talking about. You're just talking about how he was able to unify people and make at least the country feel like, okay, we're in good hands. Even though the guys that are really deep into politics are like, you have no idea the big fucking shithole he left us in.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation. All I'm saying is just being able to move people and make people feel like, okay, we're in the right hands.
Yeah.
That's all. I think he did a pretty decent job at that because before him, I never really felt like presidents were even human.
So what's more important to you then? Like feeling good or actually having good results?
For me, for sure, is having good results because I'm more results driven than most.
Because some people would argue that Trump is killing it as a president compared to Obama.
Of course. But we have to understand what the majority of the population is.
But he doesn't piss people off the way Trump does.
And the majority of the population, they want to feel good. They want to feel safe. They want to feel heard. They want to feel understood. They want to feel like, you know, if some shit hits the fan, that their leader is going to have their best interest in mind. Whereas right now, for whomever is telling you that the president, our current president, is killing it and this is the best administration that we've had in maybe even a decade or longer, it doesn't feel that way. Because it's like the whole country is completely divided. Everyone's against each other. He's calling this shit the fucking China virus. He's calling it fucking Kung flu. Like that's more division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to follow anyone that's saying shit like that?
Yeah.
Even if he's bringing more to the economy, even if he's like, you know, a lot of other nations' leaders aren't trying to bomb us and start a fucking third world war with us.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know that. We don't see the behind the scenes shit. And that's not what's being fed to us. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't go above and beyond to figure out what the politics are, because I think they make politics fucking complicated on purpose so that we're completely lost. But that's why it's important to have a leader that's going to make you feel safe, understood, heard, you know, like you're in good hands.
So Dave Chappelle should be president then.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you get a good comedian, make everyone calm the fuck down, and in the middle of his speech, he takes fucking the biggest fucking hits.
Yeah, while he's drinking out of his red Solo cup.
Yeah. And he goes, and you know what, motherfucker? That'd be tight.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he'd be good, actually. He'd be calling like fucking Candace Owens and shit a fucking stank puss bitch, you know, so.
But you know what? You know what's awesome about that?
That's mortified.
You know what's awesome about that? Even Candace Owens supporters would be like, ha ha, you
That's
got
funny.
her
I smelled
good.
it.
You got
her
her
pussy
good.
is stank.
Yeah, I love her, but she got a stinky pussy. You know what I mean?
No, The Rock. The Rock. Joe Rogan said this with, what was his name?
The Rock and Jocko.
Yes. And I'm like, ooh, I could see that happening.
That sounds like the most alpha team I have ever heard of. Like, that sounds like a team that we're ready to conquer the world.
Yeah.
So maybe there will be a World War III, and we just straight own the world, and it's going to be called the United States of $7 Productions.
Why $7?
That's his company.
Whose?
The Rock's.
Really? What's the $7 for?
So I think when he first started out, I think like professionally wrestling,
He only had $7
after he
in his
played, I
account?
think professional Canadian football, and he got cut, he only had $7 in his pocket. And I think he told himself, I'm never going to be,
$7 chump.
never going to be like poor ever again. So he just hustled his ass off. And then
That's
what he called it,
tight.
$7 Productions.
Shit, what would my productions company be called? I think it would be called like -25.
Negative
Produ-
25.
Because I was always negative in my account.
Overdraft Productions.
Yeah, overdraft. No overdraft protection productions.
Yeah.
Damn, that's okay. I got to rethink that. But as I rethink that, I'm going to introduce our sponsor. All right, so I'm going to introduce our next sponsor, Third Love. You guys have heard me rave and rave about it because I absolutely love Third Love. It just makes my boobies look natural, perky, and it keeps everything in. I had breast augmentation, so when I got that, it completely threw off all the measurements that I thought I knew about my boobs, and I'm like, I don't know what it is that I wear now, and I just wasn't really feeling like getting them measured and like, you know, having a stranger just put like a measuring tape around me. So I was happy to hear that I didn't even have to step into a store. I went online, I did their Fit Finder quiz, which literally takes 60 seconds. I was able to find a bra through that because they ask you very specific questions to figure out like problem points, what look you're trying to achieve, what your boobs look like. And at the end of the 60-second quiz, they recommend a handful of bras. And I loved it. It got shipped to me fairly quickly, might I add. And what was cool about it, because I'm like, I was kind of skeptical at first because I'm like, well, what if I don't like it? I didn't get to, feel the material or at least see it before I bought it. Don't even worry because Third Love stands by their products. If you don't love it, you can wash it, wear it for 60 days. And again, if you don't love it, you can return it or exchange it for free. It's that easy, you guys. So right now, for all of our listeners, Third Love knows that there's a perfect bra for everyone. So you guys are going to get 10% off your first order. So go to thirdlove.com/bill right now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 10% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/bill for 10% off today. And we're back. What would your production company be called? Just Kidding Films?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. I kind of like
no birthday cake, no birthday presents productions.
Well, I like so I don't want to steal my friend's phrase, but he always says get rad.
Oh, he's dope.
So I really like that, and I want something like that, like, because I think that's really how I want to live life, which is just do dope shit. Like, don't focus on anything that's outside of not dopalizing, like just dopalize. If there's anything that's in your way that's not dope, why are you focusing your energy on that? Just,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then do dope for your dope. Like, everyone's dope's different. Some person wants to fucking be the best muffin maker in the world.
Everyone has dope in them. Like, literally, I've never met one person my whole fucking 37 years on this planet. Well, I'm really 36. I'll be 37 next month. But my whole 37, yeah, you better buy me a present. Don't forget about that. I've never met a person that didn't have some sprinkle of dope in them. Like literally every single person I've met has dope.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone does have a little bit of dope.
They're fucking dope and they have their own genius. And I'm like, God damn, you're fucking dope and a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sad part is sometimes people don't see that their own dopeness.
Yeah, it is. It is sad and it is hard.
Yeah.
That's why just who you surround yourself with is mega uber important.
That's why when I see people have that genius, I always like to take advantage of them and then not tell them that they're genius so that I can use them for their genius. And then once they find out that they are, I'm like, oh shit.
They've discovered
I'm like,
what I'm
fuck, I
using them
can't
for.
fucking use you anymore.
You don't use anybody. You're really fair.
If I want to.
No, you don't. You're not even shady like that.
It's cheaper if you do.
Nah, that's shady as fuck. And you don't have an ounce of shady in your body. That's why I love you so much.
Promise? But I want to be shady.
You're so righteous.
I want to wear a black cape.
You can wear a black cape right now.
But that's not shady. I don't know. No one's gonna believe me. They're like, that guy ain't shady. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yes, I am.
You look shady.
Do I?
You can look shady.
Fine.
Maybe just wear glasses then and don't smile. Wear glasses and a face mask in public.
That looks shady.
Yeah, it will look shady.
Don't I just look like a Japanese train rider?
They won't know that you're Japanese because you're wearing glasses.
Oh.
Yeah, so wear your cape, glasses, and a mask and dress all in black. And a big hat. Like Darkwing Duck.
I like Darkwing Duck. DW.
Darkwing Duck. Isn't it DWD?
No, they call him DW.
Darkwing?
Yeah.
Wayne was his last name? Winged. Darkwing Duck. I gotta look this shit up. Is it Wing or
That's
Wayne?
not his last name. That's just his name.
Dark Wayne?
Yeah, like
Wing?
Like Robin Hood isn't Mr. Hood. They just call him Robin Hood.
I know. I just want to know what the proper term is.
Darkwing Duck.
Let me look it up, I said.
Oh. Like Batman's not his real name. It's not, hey, Mr. Man.
Oh, it is Dark Winged.
His first name isn't Bat, last name Man.
I know. I'm not saying that's his name, just what they called him. I just wasn't sure if it was Dark Wayne or Dark Wing.
And what one is it?
What do you think it is?
Darkwing Duck.
It is.
Exactly.
Is it 2 words or 1 word or 3 words?
3 words.
What is it? What are the 3 words?
Darkwing Duck.
In your face, you suck, you're dumb. It's 2 words. Darkwing is 1 word.
Oh.
Oh, I hope you guys know what we're talking about.
They're
I'm
like, what
sorry.
the fuck is this Darkwing Duck? Sounds stupid.
We like to argue literally about anything we can argue about. And it's all lighthearted arguments, but we like that we're so competitive. We just have to be right about the stupidest shit like this. The fact that you got it wrong, I feel really good.
Really?
Yeah. Do you feel bad that you got it wrong?
A little bit.
You see, it always works out like that with us. We're so fucking competitive. I love it.
I love competing with you.
But you're really good and I end up losing every time.
Most of the time. I let you win this time too.
You swear you
No,
let me
I'm
win?
just kidding.
Fine. Do you feel like I'm a challenge to you?
Yeah, of course.
Really? What part of it is a challenge?
My life?
With me. Wait, your life with me is a challenge?
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough.
You swear it's tough.
No. You know, one thing that I really, the toughest challenge, honestly, is the one that you sleep on the hardest. And that's the one that I always want you to do, but you never do it.
What are you talking about?
Challenges. You're talking
Tell
about
me.
challenges,
Yes,
right?
tell me.
So the toughest challenge is you honestly have no idea how athletic you are.
Oh, God damn it.
You're extremely athletic. Like just me knowing your body awareness, how quickly you pick things up, how quickly you understand biomechanics. It's on another level that I don't even think you know. I really don't think you know.
I don't know.
And then that's why, like, even when I like grab you and mess around, and then like you don't know anything, you don't jack shit about.
You fucking stupid.
Yeah, you fucking dumb about grappling and jiu-jitsu. But the fact that the way you are naturally inclined to move, I'm like, damn, you could probably like be a world champion. Like you're just so sick at it. And that's why I'm always trying to encourage you to do it. And I'm like, man, she's literally like the next Ronda Rousey. You shouldn't even know. And that's the part that when you actually give me a challenge there, and I actually train and I actually have to work out. But your body awareness and everything that you do, it's on another level.
Thank you, baby. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that because, yeah, you don't grow up with, or I didn't grow up with parents telling me I'm the shit. I just grew up with parents telling me you're mediocre, and most of the time you suck at being mediocre.
With the shit, with the athletics, you're the shit athletically. I don't even think you know.
No, I never thought that. Even when I played volleyball in high school, my coach would be like, "Stop fucking prancing around," because I was a dancer before I became an athlete. So she'd be like, "Stop fucking prancing around." So every time I move, even till this day, I feel like I'm moving as a dancer and not an athlete.
Who cares? Dancers are athletes.
I'm not saying that it's detrimental in any aspect of my life. I'm just saying that that's why I don't see myself the way you see myself.
Oh, I see.
Or see me.
You're a straight athlete.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Even though when we play pickup games, basketball, back in the JK days when we used to play basketball 3 times a week, and I would just watch you play, and I'm like, for someone that does not play basketball, your understanding of the court and how things need to move, and like people's like
really, I was fucking clotheslining everybody.
That's dope.
What?
You're doing what you need to do to stop the ball from getting to places, you know, versus there's other people that are just empty fucking mannequins on the court that aren't doing jack shit.
Fine, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're extremely athletically inclined, and that's where you challenge me the most.
Well, I want to challenge you more mentally.
That's
fuck off. You know what? On that note, I'm gonna make you sound like a dick. We're gonna end it here.
Okay,
we're gonna end it here. Even though you gave me a lot of compliments, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Papa.
Yeah, you're fucking awesome. I think you would, the super mom protector that you want to be. I think you're much closer than you think you are.
Fine.
Yeah, like I actually think like I can't wait for someone to try to kidnap Taika after you have like a years of jiu-jitsu under your belt.
Don't say that.
You're gonna beat the living shit out of this fool, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck happened to me?" And I'm like, I've been telling Gio, she's fucking.
You're having a conversation with this fucking criminal that I just beat his ass.
Yeah, I mean, just talking to him, you know.
All right,
in your face.
Well, let's hope nothing ever happens to Taika. Okay, let's just hope nothing happens at all. But thank you, I appreciate that. And also, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsor, Honey. I absolutely love you, Honey. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings, y'all. It's literally free, and it installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid, a fucking major solid, and supporting this podcast. So get Honey for free and join honey.com/bail. That's joinhoney.com/bail.
Shout outs to our sponsor, Molecule. They are the best air purifier on the market. And get 10% off your first air purifier order. Visit Molecule, that's MOLEKULE.com. And at checkout, enter BEAW10. That's BEAW10, BEAW10 at molecule.com.
And thank you to Third Love. I absolutely love their bra. Know that right now there's a perfect bra waiting for you. That's right. For you guys listening right now, you're going to get 15% off your first order. That's thirdlove.com/bail for 15% off today.
And don't forget to go to barbellbrigade.com because we've got a really fun game going on right now called Golden Ticket, where we're giving away $1,500. That's 3 individual gold tickets that we're randomly going to put in the orders that are in September. And you're going to get a $500 Barbell Brigade gift card. Only apparel and supplement orders qualify. You can buy as many times as you want to increase your chances, but I'm going to personally put in these gold tickets. So make sure you go to barbellbrigade.com and play with us.